All right, guys, welcome to our Patreon instant reactions. We just watched the first 2 episodes of the Acolyte, the new Star Wars TV show. We're gonna go around the table and give our initial thoughts on the first 2 episodes. But starting off with my main man, Matt. Matt, what are your thoughts on what you just saw?
It was pretty cool. I liked it because it was all new characters, so they were pretty interesting. Yord was in there.
Yord.
um, yeah, no, I like the show.
All right. Brandi.
I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I don't know, I don't know a lot about Star Wars, which is funny because I'm with Justin. But yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I want to see where this is going to go. I know there's going to be has to be a sister thing going on between those two. I just can't wait to see what's going to go. No, not like that, Ferris. It's not going to be.
Oh, but like an evil version.
Yeah, there's a good versus evil. I don't know, but she let her sister. I don't know, when they saw each other, I just couldn't believe that the other one was alive because they both thought that the other one was dead.
All right, Adelia.
I really enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to seeing something from the High Republic era. I haven't had a chance to read any of the books, but this makes me want to go read the High Republic books. I really liked Amandla Stenberg's performance. They did a fantastic job as both Osha and as May. They did feel like 2 separate characters instead of just the same character being played by the same actress.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they got Carrie-Anne Moss in this show just to kill her after like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I was like, what?
Like that was really cool. Like there's gonna be Carrie-Anne Moss as a Jedi. That was gonna be awesome. And then now we're not gonna get to see any more of it unless they do a flashback scene, which I hope they did a flashback scene in one of these.
I think they will.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
All right.
I really enjoyed it.
Got you. Perfect. Justin, floor is yours.
So far, so good. I saw nothing really to complain about yet, and the reason why I say yet is because their biggest thing is so far these first 2 episodes, because they're only going up against the Acolyte, has no like repercussions as far as like bigger and higher up the scale when it comes to the Jedi. They're just investigating someone who murdered a Jedi. That doesn't make them a Sith, right? So like right now, everything as far as the story goes and stuff makes pretty good sense. But since we saw the red lightsaber, when that gets seen by someone else, like everyone has to die. Like, but then like it's going to get kind of iffy. It's going to be interesting to see how they try to explain like what happens and what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the show I actually liked. There was just a couple things like because in the show earlier they said that like May is the one that started like the fire or whatnot. So like she's the one that caused like the devastation to say her family or whatever you want to say it is. Mm-hmm. And so like I didn't really understand why that one Jedi Torben like felt so bad about that like he needed to drink poison. Maybe there's like something else in the story that we haven't seen, whatever that makes it worse for him or something. But like that to me was kind of just weird just because we don't know. But it's only the 2nd episode. So like I'm pretty sure they'll probably have some kind of flashback to this moment they keep pointing to 16 years ago. So like we see that maybe there's more to it. Maybe he did something terribly wrong that he feels super bad about so that he would commit suicide like that. And then I thought what was her name? I think I wrote it down here. The Venestra character, like the green Jedi.
Yeah.
I just thought she kind of like looked at a place, like the way her makeup or something was kind of like wasn't super great to me. It just kind of looked a little weird. Now all the other alien species and everything else that they did that wasn't straight human, like the little girl Jekker, I can't remember her name right off the bat, Jecki. Like I thought she looked really cool and stuff with the way they did her makeup and everything else. It was just that one, the green Jedi that's still in Coruscant. I thought she kind of looked a little bit at a place, like I can't really pinpoint it. It was just, maybe it's just me, I don't know. And I think she was probably like the weakest actor. Like when she like said things, it was kind of like a plank of wood, where everybody else I thought had like cool little character things going on with them. Like so far, everybody else besides that, I thought was actually pretty decent. Like as far as like building a character, only in the first 2 episodes.
Oh yeah.
But
What
I
happened?
enjoyed it overall. I thought the story so far is like good so far. Like I think they have a chance to pull something off. You know, being the big Star Wars aficionado, like you were talking about earlier, is
Aficionado.
I'm just worried because I can foresee like where problems come. Because with someone like Yoda in a galaxy, you can't just have like something happen and then Yoda not know about it. I mean, he felt things that happened like way off. Like whenever Order 66 happens, he's feeling the Jedi's dying one by one, you know, in the prequels.
Well, we're assuming he didn't feel it. What if he felt it, then told them to investigate it? Then he sent the operatives.
No, that's what I'm saying, though. So far in the story, there's no issues because it was only like, so a Jedi died, got killed, but they don't know who did it. You know, it's not Sith. Nobody's running around with a red lightsaber.
How old is
that kind of
Yoda?
stuff.
How old is Yoda?
At this point in time, he's probably about like around 800 years old, maybe a little younger.
When did he die?
He was 900 and something years old, maybe 900 exactly, because he tells Luke, like, when you 900 years old, see how you look, you know, how Yoda talks. But yeah, that's the only thing that I can see like running into possible issues. But otherwise, I thought it looked pretty good. There were slow moments in the story, but I'm okay with that as long as there's payoffs, like why we had the slow moments. I thought it started off with a bang with the Carry On Ma stuff. Like, I thought it was neat that you had somebody trying to fight and kill the Jedi, and they didn't really have, like, say, a saber or something to go against them with. They were using, like, regular weapons. And to a certain point, I think it's smart how they have it to where she's, like, trying to ask them to fight her first. And then also at the same time, like, not having a weapon out, like, right off the start, like, trying to fight, like, hand and fist combat. Just because of the fact that does play into the Jedi's, like, we can't do anything. They're not supposed to pull out their saber. You know, they even say
unless
that
they're going to kill somebody.
Well, like they can do it for defense and stuff, obviously, or to protect others. So, like, if you're only going against them one-on-one and you're technically like don't have a weapon, then they're not supposed to like use the saber against you and stuff like that.
All right, that's it. Yep. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Ferris, what
everybody.
about your thoughts?
Yeah, man. Ferris didn't even want to give thought. He's trying to get the hell out of here, bro.
Well, nah, man. Because here's the thing about me, man. You slap Star Wars on it, I'm gonna like it and watch it. You know what I mean? That's
so
like,
he's admitting his shillery.
Yeah, like no,
Yeah,
not
I
like
got
shit.
you.
Like
No,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
cool.
like a little bit. Like I like, you know, like I think the only things I haven't watched are Ahsoka and Resistance and not Clone Wars, Rebels. That's it. I've watched everything else more than once. You know what I mean? So I quite enjoy Star Wars. I like the world. I like the world that George Lucas created, and I want them to explore it, right? Like going to Kafar or that ice planet that they were in, the Oleg. You know what I mean? I think my biggest issue with some of the other shows is they stayed to like 4 planets. It's like we're on Coruscant or Tatooine or that other planet in the Mandalorian where Carl Weathers was the magistrate was. I don't Navarro. There it is. Navarro. But in this one, I feel like this one, we're gonna go on a galactic adventure. We're gonna
I
go
give us some credit there.
You know
They
what I
went to
mean?
different places. The scenery was a little different.
Yeah.
And everything else.
And this doesn't feel connected. Like, you know, people were like, yeah, we all love Skywalkers. That's cool and all. But like, let's not act like, you know, what are the other stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, you know, their favorite Star Wars fans are a little different because like you ask them like, what's your favorite character? And they're like, oh, my favorite character is Bala Bala Bala. He's from the 4th planet of Mahogany or just some nonsense like that. And you're like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of people like Luke Skywalker, but that's not their favorite guy. You know what I mean? You know, like, so like the auxiliary outside characters, the outside stories, you know, give me all of that, man. Give me everything, man. Give me all of that, man. I'll eat it
Yeah,
up.
I really like that this is a completely different time. The
Yes.
only character that we've ever met before that could possibly be in this is Yoda. and we can just
Yes.
have an adventure with all these new people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like that about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's going to
hit
be
one.
interesting too because you're also running into the fact of like you got Darth Plagueis hanging around. Did his species? I can't remember exactly what age they could live up to, but we know from this 100 years to the prequels, like he's a Sith out there. He starts training Palpatine, so like that happens. But now that doesn't happen for a little bit of years to come because obviously Palpatine is like a human, so he doesn't have this super long lifespan. But Plagueis was older when he found him, so like and started training him. So we're not that far away from those. I'm not saying Plagueis is there, right? But whoever they have here that's going to be part of this like Sith thing going on has to be somebody that runs into or even trains possibly like Plagueis. It's close enough that kind of stuff, we're not far from that. So it's going to be interesting to see who this bad guy is, and they could be like fake Sith. They're going around parading like they're Sith and they're not truly Sith. You have those kind of things that can happen. It happened in the EU, like during even the Darth Bane trilogy, where he kills all the Sith, and it's only him and his apprentice.
The rule of two.
Yeah. When he starts that, there's still people like he goes out and kills some people because they were pretty much make believe Sith. They acted like they were Sith, but they wasn't.
Yeah, they're
So
fake Sith.
he took their ass out. So
Yeah.
so there is pockets where people could be doing that kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go with all that. Like, so yeah, I'm down to definitely continue watching the series and seeing what's up.
Have you ever heard the plight of Darth Plagueis? No, I haven't.
But I love Star Wars, but I will be critical of it because I do love it. So I'm gonna look at it and see where it's going, and I don't want it to hurt like some of the people and stuff that I grew up watching the character wise and stuff. Like, you know, if they go to a certain point with this, it could hurt Yoda. It could make Yoda be like, well, what the hell was he doing? And then that kind of
we could, Yoda may not be the leader of the council, so he may just be on the council. Because when we met him, he was
that's
one
true
of the
because I don't know if he's like the Jedi Council leader at the time period, but
Exactly.
he's like really close to it, and he's really
we don't know
old
what the hell
and trained
Yoda's
a lot.
doing right now. You know, Yoda could be hanging out in the bar.
And I will tell Adelia this, although if she wants to read the not Old Republic, but High Republic, to go ahead. I was interested in a couple of stories that I was able to read, but it's nothing like this. Like it's as far as these certain characters and stuff, because it's like there's a big time juncture where the High Republic stuff's going on and everything else. So like they really didn't flesh out. This is why I think they made the show in this time period, because they really didn't flesh that out in those novels and books and stuff that they wrote so far for the High Republic.
All right. Perfect. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on our Patreon Instant Reactions. We appreciate all the Patreons that are on. We really love your support, and we thank you for sticking with us through thick and thin. Let's head on out before Brandi has a mental breakdown or attack because there's an 8-legged critter, 6-legged, 6.
Listen,
6, 8.
I try, like I know you'll see my freak out in.
Yes, we will. Yes,
that might be a clip out.
Yes, that's how much she loves the show, guys. Like she's really digging it.
Exactly.
The spider was like right over there, and I just like I don't know if you saw me, and I'm like looking.
Yeah, you hear me say, "Oh snap!" But on that note, everyone, thank you guys for joining us. Have a wonderful night. I'm gonna see you guys next time.
Bye.